Hey yo, y'all. Welcome to WatchaMania. It's your New Japan Cup Night 8, March 17th, Watchalong live reactions. I'm your host, Advi Devin. How we doing, y'all? I'm ready for a fun night of action here in Fukushima as we're getting into our second final match. I love this camaraderie over divisive game modes here in the chat. This is lovely. I've been on a streak, yo. Yo? My faction streak? Oh, you're talking stream streak. Yeah, fam. Oh my gosh. Yo, you've been coming through. I'm trying to remember the one stream that you may have missed. Like, not that that matters, but more so just, like, so I can, like, see. Because otherwise, it's been a string since then, you know? Yeah, stream streak. We should make that be a thing. A stream streak. We want to make it be for fun, though. Because we want people to feel pressured about it. You missed one stream, which was the beginning. I think, yeah. Which is completely fine. Again, fam, like I said before, we have gone live 10 times in the last 7 days. So it's an astounding thing. You're curtain, we got you, fam. We got you. Are you both there? And, like, moved over. I got you, yo. Huge ass. Here we go. Let's go. I'm here for Shota. I'm here for Shota. Here's the thing, right? Both these guys. The main event, I love Shingo Takagi. His match with Danielson really turned me on to him. And since then, every single time I've seen him, he is kind of just like outperformed my expectations. And I want to see him have another world title reign before all is said and done. But there's this thing going on with Shota right now. GCW might happen for anyone who experienced GCW rest the first time earlier. Yes, yo, no worries. Don't even worry about missing it, fam. It was at what is now effectively your slumber hours. If you had showed up to that one too, I'd have genuinely been concerned for your health. And that's coming from somebody who went off of 3 hours, had a full day yesterday after only 3 hours of sleep. So I completely stand by valuing slumber. But yes, it was No Mercy's first time experiencing GCW, and yeah, I'll let them speak for themselves on that one, but it seemed like they did enjoy themselves, one way or another. Like I said, to me, it's a great palate cleanser, because now I watched all of that plunder, and then I'm going to come into this show, and I'm going to be like, yes, the purified graps. Very fair. Ooh, y'all. This has been a journey. When I think about how much has happened in the New Japan Cup and how in such a short time span it happened, it's kind of nuts. I'm not used to this pace for pro wrestling, you know? But please do drop a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. If you're just coming in here, if you've been here but just been vibing. If you're watching this on playback but haven't checked yet, do make sure those thumbs are up. Goes so far in getting us boosted. Recommended, especially in these opening moments here on YouTube. Because while we are moving to the new channel with New Japan, we are finishing up strong here with the New Japan Cup on the main channel. So we want to get enough traction there. And then as people come in, we're going to be like, hey, there will be a new home base for this soon. I can't imagine it'll be much trouble to do about 2-3 clicks. Makes GCW as well. I was exhausted after watching it. Very fair film. Yeah, you have a lot of other things you keep up with as well. So there's only so much you gotta stand to miss some things sometimes. You know, just go off of results. I unfortunately had to do that with Saturday's GCW show because between Collision and Mayhem and there was just so much going on. House of Glory going on, like and then that's just at that level, you know. Then there's local indies that don't get the luxury of broadcasting live on one service or another. I'll probably try to fix my schedule after the New Japan Cup ends, but until I'm sure you got to hammers. No worries, EO. This is the penultimate show. We will be going live on Thursday for what will be the New Japan Cup finals, albeit an hour and a half earlier than this stream. And then after that, there's a New Japan show on the 22nd, next Saturday, which I'm debating whether or not to do. Because part of me just wants to, like, get the ball rolling with WM Plus already. And go for that show as results. Because it'll be on a little bit earlier. It'll be on, like I said, at normal Collision time. And Collision's doing this weird gimmick where it's starting at, like, 3 hours later than it normally does. So I think that, like, there's an opportunity there. But otherwise, March 29th is the real next New Japan stream after that. Alright, I'm going to do the go back thing and play again because sometimes the feed doesn't cut over. Okay, that was not the case this time. Just had to make sure. Because I remember one time sitting there for like 3 minutes being like, yo, is something up with the feed? Close it out, start it up again, and they were almost done with the video package. I'm like, dang, thank goodness they have this. I'm not going to be going to Nagata, Japan next week. Yeah, same, EO. It just feels like it's kind of fitting. GCW will be a little less fluent because GCW also has a show on the 29th. But I think for the sake of not defeating the purpose of making another channel, we'll do that one here. Oh my gosh. Did it again. The way I opened it up and then it... Oh, I should mute. Why weren't you muting? Okay, there we go. Here we go. I was like, why are you not playing? He's running my power company. Count your days. Clarity. I mean, the independent promotions really matter. I'm not supporting NASCAR, but I'm trying to catch up with the local drivers who dream about making it to the dance. That's a shout. No, you gotta love to see it. It's like, because that, people think it's the other way around, and it's like, you don't have the indies without a main scene. No, you don't have a main scene without an indies. You know, to be the biggest in your field, you have to have a field. Yeah, in regards to oh. Okay, I thought they were going with this super dark lighting. I'm like, all right. Go get them right. Power went out and we don't even have a storm going. Huh. Hold out hope, Ray. I get the feeling that it's going to pop on in a few minutes again. This sounds like one of those like maintenance power outages based on the time it's happening at. And like there's nothing going on to make it happen. That or somebody hit a light pole. Yeah, we're see. I've slowly been coming around. Oh, what's this weird divide we have in the entrance ramp? Oh, but yeah, no, I've kind of turned the corner. You can go back not too long ago and have me being like, turn the lights on. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I like New Japan with the dimmer presentation. The maintenance at like noon. My ass is up and running. I hear that because it's like you would think that the logic behind that as well. Not many people, if anybody, is up at 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, you see, the thing is, I don't know your perspective on it. No Mercy. I don't want to reject on anyone, but for me, having the lights on just show me the venue they're in and how much like empty space there is. And as an American wrestling fan, that I've been so conditioned to that being such a bad thing. Yeah. That's my boy Murashima right there. That's Murashima right there. I don't know how I feel about the divided rampart. Yeah, the weird thing right in the middle, I'm not sure. Like, I get what they're going for, right? I think it's just an unnecessary addition is all. It's not really hard. It's not the worst thing. Not really harmful in the grand scheme of things, but it is a little awkward. Yeah, exactly. It's just not needed. At the very least, not until they can... Like, maybe if they moved it back a little bit and was right up against the stage wall. There's the Jacob Fatu impression. Yes, sir. That's my boy. My New Japan fandom can, well, my tenure as a New Japan fan, rather, can be largely defined by two things. One, Hiroki Goto's finally claiming the title, and the rise of Daiki Nagai and Katsuya Murashima. That was the bell, just as a sip my cup. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these two lads are members of Hontai, which is a ridiculously big faction. Showing up in chat. Oh, hey, George is in here. What's up, dude? I just was scrolling up to see where the pin masters. Yo, I love that. Keep on chasing, and you will catch those dreams. Major good message. Immediately took me back to Ryan Danielson's "Dream Will Fight for You" promo. You're not wrong, No Mercy. I'm thinking so. The rower is shaking his pecs. He is feeling it. The standoff. Bro is getting caught up with these pecs. With the peck dance. How long is the show? Hey there, Jesse. The show is usually about 2.5 hours. Now thinking about it. Also, welcome in, fam. I saw you popped in here. Like a few minutes before the start of the stream. Yo, laying in these strikes on Nagata, eh? Yo. Right, or is he slugging it out with a legend? Imagine in your young lion days working a match with Yuji Nagata, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Satoshi Kojima. Like, bro, what? Yeah. Yeah, it can vary. It can be a little under 2.5. It can be around 3. And the pay-per-views can be closer to 4. But yeah. So yeah, y'all, I can't play the audio for the New Japan streams. Do apologize about that. But if you aren't able to watch the show or follow along, do join the Discord. We sidecast it over there, like we sidecast everything. Don't have a Discord or know how to use it? Fairly easy platform to Uh, join and learn, I would say. Honestly, a very fun one. It's easy to get lost in. I love how half of that was me putting over Discord. More so than anything, but yes. If there's anything I've learned in the time that we've been doing the Go position, which is a little over 2 years now, is that there's a fair amount of wrestling fans that actually aren't too familiar with Discord. Yeesh, Satoshi. Just bullying him. Agreed. Great way to open up the show. Hot tag match. Especially one like this. It's generational in its own way. Right out the corner with the drop kick. That's what I'm talking about. What I'm realizing is like, yo, this match has like 3 surefire. I'm not sure if there's a New Japan Hall of Fame, but if there is 3 surefire Hall of Famers in this match, in Katsuya Murashima, and he's kind of the focus of this match. Is like, how well is he faring in this environment? What is he learning from this environment? Does okay. It only makes sense. 50+ year company. Why wouldn't they? TNA is barely 20 years old and has had a Hall of Fame half as long. They don't. What? Their last Hall of Fame was 2011. That's nuts. Tag back to Kojima. Here we go. Versus 2007, I know he was. Wow, like a 4-year span of a holiday, and they're like, we don't really feel like doing this. For real, every single time, just the way. I don't know how to describe it. It's just Kojima's face when he's doing those chops is hilarious. God, whether this is roll. Speaking of cutter. Oh no. I'm not sure if he was setting up Cravat going for a cutter, but Tanahashi fighting his way out of it. What's the time between matches? Living on the 10th floor and thinking about going down the machine and getting a couple of Pepsis. Ooh, fair enough. The time between matches is very short turnover. Like, if y'all catch me when I take my breaks in between these matches, like, if I leave right after the ending bell, I might make it back during the first entrance. And that's just, like, going around the corner. So you would probably miss the first couple of minutes of the next match, even if you were to, like, leave at the ending bell. You're welcome. I will also say, NJPW is NJPW. What gosh, words? NJPW World is a phone app as well. It's a mobile app you can download if you want to keep up with it on the go. And the difference between matches is they've never heard of it. No, for real. Yeah, that power slam, so gnarly. I love it. You have it? Bet. Okay. Maybe I'm just old man status and thinking that everybody else didn't know that like I didn't. No. Oh, cut off. Yo, Nagata cut off by Takahashi. Oh, he broke away. He's getting back in and saves him. And then he's about to lay them both out. I have my phone, but I'll be listening to you. Bet. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Actually. Oh, yeah. Oh, that cover. Yeah, that Lariat put him to sleep, but that cover was just rude. Agreed. One of these days, man, Murashima's going to get a win over a prominent name. It's going to be so big. One more final match? Have they had a final match before? Well, yeah, Tanahashi? What's that, buddy? Alrighty, that's right. We go. I hear you, Vim. There's some New Japan merch I want. Even hell, I would just do like the New Japan logo there. Ooh, whose theme is this? Oh yeah, I'm not too. Now that you mention that, I'm not too bogged down by wrestling merch myself. I only have a handful of shirts, and almost every single one of them were a gift. Yes, yeah. It's just I don't believe this is Great Khan's theme. But I suppose it is. Oh yes, up next we got 10-man tag action. But thanks to War Gloves, War Dogs, and House of Torture, I am having a hard time identifying a 10-man tag without a brawl before it. That's right, the Prince of Pace. Well, he's technically in the group, but it's also because he isn't in the home base of the faction anymore. He's kind of not operating with them, so as a result, the person who's kind of just assumed the role of leader is TJP. Because Will isn't around to lead it, you know? Yeah. Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. Bro did not have his wrist thing again. So funny, when this faction was formed, I had no... I never thought it was going to get this big, you know? Hey, here comes Daiki. The best part is when you forget. Gross classes. Yo, Daiki Nagai and Jacob getting in each other's face. Yo, Daiki's gotta feel those entrances. Yo, my man's made it back. Unless you're just popping on your... Actually, never mind. I shouldn't jump to conclusions. The crash. Still, once I heard the music, I was like, oh, wait. Oh, okay. But what's that, man? My man's looking for the crowd around. Crowd really should join in on that. It's so easy to join in on. Why not? Now, you know, Mercy, I'm kind of interested in the program that they're starting up. I want to see some matches between them already. Some one-on-one matches. I'm wondering when we're going to get one of those. This is such a busy matchup here. Damn, that didn't work out very well for you. Jacob and Khan need to get on the same page and look back and forth like, who's going to charge him first? Oh, you? Okay. It's like... Yeah, everybody having a go at Great Khan. Yep, exactly. This is where them being the unified front is going to really come to their advantage. Again with the shops at the back like that. Rough. I love Jacob Austin Young being like, yeah, yeah, you did that. But yeah, no mercy. If I were to take a guess, although I feel like it would have been announced by now if it was, New Japan World Television title match on night 9. I'm because night 9 is going to have the finals of the New Japan Cup. I'm interested to see what else is on that card. Oh, what did El Phantasmo just throw? Ooh, that's an interesting perspective, George. I honestly had not thought about that. I had not thought about it like that, but that you're so right. You know, the fact that it's been the New Japan Cup, and if you were to, it's got to been like 5, 6 different style venues, and it's been a different venue. Say for Kurikan for the first 2 nights, well, really only one night because of what happened on night 0, the talk show stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, there's been so many different venues, several different layouts. It's kind of been such like a journey, much like you would see a sports team going through in any given league. Whew. Yeah, no, it. Appreciate George bringing my attention to that because it's just another added aspect to that sports like presentation they achieve. Your Jado is just completely checking those forearm shivers. Nice. Inside out off the shoulder check. All right. Caught. Come on, man. You should know how this goes. Bro is in reverse this time. The way JY just starts flailing like, no, no, somebody get me off this crazy thing. I need to hit the defense. I'm definitely invested. I can't wait to see where they go from here. Agreed, George. Like it's like no. New Japan has become appointment viewing for me as a result. And a kip up. And a kip up. And it's like honestly, it's been one of my favorite constants. Is like all throughout this tour, my man's in one way or another has found his way in the arms of Boltin Oleg, getting yay over into the side and here and back and forth, and it's just like, bro's got to be sick of it. It's been so funny for real. Like I want to see him mention it in a presser where United Empire is just going off about all the things that they're trying to achieve, and then just like randomly squeak in the middle of it is Jacob just being like, "And Bolton's gonna stop tossing me around," and they're gonna like push him back, like, "Relax, bro." Love that TJP's kind of gotten under champ skin here. Oh, he tried crossing the legs, did not get it, did not make that work. Oh, the counter kicks. Stop tossing around. Stop tossing me around. You stop it right now, mister. Show that front flip onto his feet. So smooth. You can just see it just like getting caught by Boltin and just being now I know what you're thinking. And the answer may surprise you and just start getting tossed around. Smart though. Speed and power to take out Boltin. Oh, did not catch him. I can't get over this bit now. I just want to imagine Jacob is over in the corner like, oh, but he doesn't catch you. Bolton's next head shot is just going to be all those times he lifted him up. It's just going to be constant clips of him just whoop, whoop for Jacob. 3 constants in this world: death, taxes, and Boltin, Oleg, tossed and Jacob, Austin Young around. Daiki. Oh, he's feeling it. Let's go. Daiki's about to try it. All right. Bro's in there with a target. Oh, getting cut off. You see Toriano holding back Callum. Yo, Daiki. Really going for it. Murashima got that win over Nagai. And was on the winning side of a team. So was Nagai, but I think Nagai needs to get that win himself, you know. And he's done. He was put in that octopus, that Inoki octopus. He was done, so. I feel bad because Daiki's always the one getting tapped out. Why does TJP have such a banger theme? The way TJP's like, hey, yo, get your boy, putting the ice pack on Daiki's head. Yo, actually, though, mad respect. No, he seems like he's genuinely trying to do that. He's like, no. 1, respect, competition over. Getting up in Gokhan's face. To be fair, Okan does have a pinfall victory over him. TJP pinned him, but Phantasmo got pinned by Great Okan in the first round of the Japan Cup. Pick it up. So I guess he who picks it. He said, pick it up. Pick it up. And it looked like TJP was going to pick it up. But I guess the idea being is that TJP will be the one to challenge for the title. Should get to pushing news in New Japan. We'd love to see it. Yes. Right here. I do think Phantasmo needs to get his win back over Great Okan, though. If I were to be honest, I feel like on a technicality, Great Okan has a greater argument towards getting a title match than TJP does. They both pinned him, but in the case of Great Okan, it was singles action in a tournament. The way Great Okan is like, I don't got a turnbuckle post to get up on. Sabre, get up here. There we go. Right in his spot. It's like, wait, hold up. The young boy's got a pose? No, let's change that. I love this. It genuinely feels like a lot of the wrestlers in New Japan have fun. And that's not to say any other place doesn't, but it's really good. Burn it to ashes, he said. Bro, what? And you put your stupid Velcro belt in my... Bro, this chip... They definitely have a lot of footage. Not a bad point. No mercy. One I agree with. You can see it on TJP's face when he was smiling, even at the camera angle. You could tell, right? Just him and Callum just being like, "Let me get you the cradle, oh, we'll carry you," and things like that. Hey, he's them boys. Someone's an Oiwa fan. That projection was so... Oh, I see what it is now. That barricade thing, they're doing the projector for the Titantron. They're doing a projector for... It's 2025. What's going on? It just hit me. I was like, oh, okay, so it's a projector. That's how they're... Wait. I haven't seen one of those things since, like, being in middle school. What are we doing here? It gives off 2K23 GM mode vibes where you had to book like a smaller venue all of a sudden. It's like, oh shit, I need to renew this person's contract. Oh, well, I can't afford to have an arena this week. Or like, I can't afford to have pyro this week. In this case, it's like, we can't afford to have an actual Titantron. Oh, but projector's an option. It's strange but amazing at the same time, right? Like, the thing is, it kind of works because New Japan does have this odd vintage presentation to itself. Here comes Ishii. We're about to have Ishii and ZSJ on opposite sides of the ring. Doing an excite. Tomoki Hanma is perplexing to me. It feels like in every single New Japan show I've seen him on, he's just there. And it's not a bad thing. He very clearly is. He has a fun connection with the audience to some degree. He's got his hits that he plays. Take the fall in a match if need be. But it's just, yeah, there's something about him like, there's that guy. By the way, y'all, please do drop a thumbs up if you're just tuning in, if you're just stopping by, or if you haven't done so already. Goes so far in helping us out in growing the channel, getting us recommended to those who might be looking for New Japan watch-alongs, wherever they may be in the world. Here in the States, it's ungodly early, but maybe somebody in the UK, or somewhere in Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and we're looking for some watch-along vibes. We want to be there for them when they look around. And projector also brings back memories where they were so common in the 2000s. Yep. Get a little projector screen, pull it down. No, not even. You don't even need that. Just get like a flat curtain and you can just project onto it. Weird thing, right? But the match card that they have, I guess on the projector, but really just in general, the match card they have for this match, it has all of the wrestlers facing towards the camera when they're posing and doing their things. But in every other match card, it has them facing off towards one another kind of thing. So I find it interesting that just this match has the in-profile PNGs. Literally does not matter. It's just it's minor trivial thing, It's a minor trivial thing, but it's still something I'm like, I can't help but notice little things like that a lot of the time. A lot of the time, I'll miss things. I can't deny that's the case. Okay, firing up Ishii, bro. Ishii he's stone faced, no pun intended, but he has got a bit of a temper on him. And I'm back. The beauty of being only one up and not having to wait on the elevator. Hell yeah. We love this for you. Those 5 a.m. journey down to the lobby was oh my gosh, was a success. Success. Sir. You saw his smile on ZSJ's face like, oh, lit him up, you did. None here for them. Greedio. That's why I'm like, it's so weird because every other match card, if you go on the website, all other 6 matches have that be the case, no matter how many people are in the match. It's just this one that, and it's not like it's like, oh crap, we don't have a side profile for Zack. Oh, just give him the straight profile. No one will really notice. No, it's all 6 members of the match. So yeah, it ultimately literally does not matter. It's not like that. It's like, oh, we came into the match with a different match card. That means that, people are wrestling at a disadvantage or something. But yeah. Bro trying to make it harder for him to write. I did see some red in his mouth, but that might be no, it's his mouth guard. Yeah, I was gonna say it might be his mouth guard. Sure enough, it was. Yes, yeah, there you are. That chop! Oh my gosh! I'm imagining a match card where ZSJ is the only one without a side-facing render, and the other team just looking at him in the match card, like, bro, take us seriously, would you? Like, no, gotta play with the camera, darling. Duck. That was rough. Misfire. Ate that shit. Duck and a duck. Oh, yes. You see, this is what I was looking at this portion of the match, because these 2 lads can so fucking go. Yes. This is the action that's going to fire me up. Oh, nice with the jackknife cover. Nice angle at it. Almost got the win. Ooh, that was a really good backslide. He had him at the perfect angle for it. Ishii was so folded up, his neck actually appeared. Big agree. Or see, when I saw these two lads on the same card, I'm like, ooh, this low key has my attention. No, of course, all these matches have my attention, but specifically like this is what I gravitated towards most because big fans of both their work have been for a while before I even started watching New Japan regularly. It's like, yes, now I get to see them in their environment. 6-man tag or not. You see that? And that's another thing, right? I've always seen tag matches, 6-man tag matches, any extension of a tag match is kind of like a limiting factor, right? It's like, well, the two people I want to see face off can't fully face off because there's other people in the match that are going to get in the way. But that's the beauty of it. That's kind of the intention behind that's one of the intentions behind it. And two, it kind of just makes for a more interesting layout because now all of a sudden the dynamic of a whole match can change up in an instant with the legal person tagging out. This is a hard choice on who I want to win. Is someone who is a fan of both? Yep. So that's where I have to extend it to the team, and I gotta say I'm probably always going for it. It's going for it. Go cash it. Oh. Oh. My understanding is Tomohiro Hama was also a deathmatch wrestler at some point. It kind of blows my mind. Ooh. Oh. I think we could be done here. There it is, standing. Saved immediately from ZSJ. He's like, nope, we can't even play this game. We can't even risk it. I love those put over there, like, oh! Yo, getting the waterfall spot. You see, I can improve. That's the thing. That's another reason why I dislike multi-man tags, specifically in the States, is because we always get the same beats in a match. Oh, we got to get the waterfall. Maybe a Tower of Doom. You know. YOSHI-HASHI firing up the crowd. But that doesn't happen too much in New Japan. So when it does, it can be more exciting. I have returned a report. Someone took out a telephone pole, completely the generator kicked on. Bet. I had a feeling. I was like, I got on and I saw the Xbox and everything was still running. I'm like, okay. That gives me hope that this was only a brief situation. Should probably just tended to other things. Yes, welcome back, Rad. Ooh. Big all that. Not really there. Clothesline. All the same, though. Just in time for Hontai versus TMDK. Got him off the discus lariat. That's it. And I do get that means against Hontai could be half the roster, but all the same. Crack will be right back. No worries, Fred. Yo, Ishii and ZSJ getting up in each other's face. Okay. It did it just as you said. Right? Oh? Ooh. Oh, no, go on. Do it again. Uh-huh. Oh. What's going on here, and why does it make me so happy? Ishii versus CSJ? You see, the thing is, this just immediately makes me think back to the thing that I harped on way too much, and that was the whole Naito Ishii thing that happened on the Road to New Beginning. Does Ishii just do this? We need this match for real. Welcome back, with. Yes, no mercy. I will say. Oh, boy. Okay, we got some beef here. So ZSJ, as the match was declared the winner, ZSJ was getting up and it got up in Ishii's face. Ishii shoved him, gave him a chop, and Zack got up in his face even more. So he threw an uppercut, and then Ishii dared him to hit a few more uppercuts. Yo, man, oh my gosh, I wish the camera gave a little rumble when he ran by his rhino ass. He really does have like a rhino build. Damn, I wish I saw it. Yeah, no, they started exchanging chops and yeah, it started getting separated by the young lions. And then Oiwa wasn't having it. So just as Ishii was about to hit the camera, I think you saw that part. Oiwa went breaking after him and started attacking him, and I guess there is some heated tensions between ZSJ and Ishii, or at the very least, or yeah, or more so TMDK and Hontai. I hope Doki's healing well. I just saw Doki's name in the Titantron. I'm like, that's right, former junior heavyweight champion. Poor guys. This is not the theme I thought it was. Damn. Oh, did I misread his message? Oh, no, I was on the porch with my coffee watching cops chase the driver running. There's a driver running from the scene? That's fucking nuts. I was really hoping it was going to be Yuya's theme. I feel like they should come and stand on this side of the little barricade gimmick in the center so they don't stand in the way of the projector. What? That's rough. I had not heard any news. Then again, I had barely been on social media. I literally just hopped on social media to type up the messages to post. I gotta get better about using social media. These dogs for real. Bad wrestler had a hurt. That's so hard. That's unfortunate to hear, fam. The way David Finlay does not give a fuck. He will just talk. Even the smirk, I'm sorry, but he reminds me a lot of, like, you could so convince me that David Finlay and Adam Cole are related. It's just like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like, bro, it's part of the setup. Maybe don't talk down to it. 44 caliber. I had to listen to Drilla's theme earlier. That shit goes so hard. What talk to the bullet, talk to the Tokyo? But I didn't go and listen to AJ Styles' theme. Oof. This goes back to the quarterfinal where David Finlay eliminated Yuya Uemura. Sonata came out during the after the match and looked to what he walked right past David Finlay and helped up Yuya Uemura, only to then drop him with DDT, and he left in a different direction as David Finlay. And they played the War Dogs theme out instead of David Finlay's theme out. So that told me that, like, well, the production got the impression that this was a stable, unified front. I don't know if that was the case. I feel like that was Sonata just kind of doing his own thing there, because he hasn't had the most heart in helping out War Dogs. It was Vince Steele. Oh my gosh, rest in peace, Vince Steele. Condolences to their family, man. That's so rough. I genuinely don't know anything about Imura's work, but I'd venture to guess that he's too young to be having a heart attack. What social media and who you follow if you catch my phone and all of a sudden I start laughing? It's probably Scar. No, sorry. It's like 39. That's damn. That's rough news to hear. Again, condolences out to his friends and family. There's no easy way to segue from that, but we're gonna just try and get lost in the match again here. Yo, the leapfrog after the gut kick. That's core strength right there. No, he really can't. Ishii is... Oh, man. His journey continues towards trying to get a damn win. Yeah. Oop. I mean, Ghetto gonna get in there on the action. Ew. The way for just spat a big loogie. Cherish every day because tomorrow's. Yo, that's so real, George. Bam. Yeah, now he's in the War Dogs, but it seems like he's kind of. I really should look into Sonata's character arc because I feel like knowing Sonata's history would really lend itself to trying to figure out his current behavior. Kurt Hawkins level yet? No, for real. Also, Serpentico, who went 0-100 in AEW before getting his first win. Although I do believe Kurt Hawkins' streak was actually bigger. All right, let's tag into him. The way Sonata's like, go ahead, tag me. But yeah, ever since Sonata was eliminated from the New Japan Cup, he's had a different act about him. Because bro took off his crop top during the match, got serious, and still didn't win. Yeah, no, Kurt Hawkins' losing streak is legendary. To EO's point, I just was like, some Pentacle immediately pops in my head when I think of losing streak. 269? Oh my god. Didn't even realize it was that bad. So like, that's amazing. Yep, was just turning off what would be my normal alarm, which at this point hasn't been used in like 2 weeks. Wish death upon me. Light him up. No, not the nuts. There should be a Jobber Hall of Fame. Doing the job and elevated. No, I hear you. Definitely gotta find a wing, like come up with a certain name for it in the Wing of Hall of Fame, so you can induct the Brooklyn Brawlers of the industry. You know. Oh, nice into the Dragon Sleeper. Oh shit, Jesse's in Curtain? I did not realize that, my man. My bad, yeah. If y'all are ever in Curtain and let us... I mean, he could possibly be away from his computer, but I'm gonna have the good faith to move him all over. Nice. With the roll up. There we go. Agreed. Hesitation from Canada. Sonata. And got that. Oh, rough. That angle. Let him go. Really smushing his head. Yes. Yes, he's my dog's. Oh my gosh. Yuya is fed up. This has been a brawly night. Another brawl, right? Spell check strikes again. No, for real. Oh. Wild way to put that. His biggest victory or his failure, his biggest failure as a man. Like, oh my god. Alrighty. Running to the bathroom between this and next one. And I'm back. Did I miss G1 Mike? No. No, not yet. Think they're saving that for night 14 of the New Japan Cup. 2048. What? Sorry. Stirring my other coffee. Tanahashi, one of my faves. Oh. Yeah, I really appreciate Tanahashi's run that he's been on lately. Fish match is about to start, yeah. So Taichi looked to be really looming over Yuya there. He's like almost like he had been failed multiple times. Should have heard. No, you're good, dog. Still a whole half of the show to catch. And to be fair, you have not missed the semifinal of Shota versus Shingo yet. You're like, So House of Torture has this weird dynamic that they've been going through in these last couple of matches. So, for clarity, the never openweight 6-man tag team champions Ren Narita, Sho, and Yujiro Takahashi? I get his last name. I always trip it. Yes, Takahashi. Yujiro Takahashi. However, Yujiro Takahashi is not in this 6-man tag team match. Instead, Yoshinobu is. And this has happened several times, where they'll do this, and then over here, Evil will team with Takahashi. So 3 matches if you count this match. Correct. Yeah. You can be the hardest working wrestler in wrestling. No, for real. We just had this song looping for 2 minutes. Yes, he's got his belt. Bro is so ready to fucking fight. They're just trolling. They're just strolling out here. Gabe Kidd on his Eddie Kingston shit, and I love to see it. Okay. So that's the line being drawn here. There we go. The match starting right proper. It is. Yeah, I do need to. Okay, so that's why that's happened. I thought it was just like a poor labeling or something. Because at one point I'm like, wait, I thought Chase Owens wasn't in the War Dogs. But you see, we don't watch the post-match comments and stuff like that, and I really should try and make a habit of doing that. I'm kind of with you, Jesse, because it's like, doesn't this defeat the purpose of the dynamic? Like, because now we have this looming thing in the air, right? And especially if the winner of the G1 isn't the person who beat the champion at some point during that run. Assuming it's only one person. It could be several people. But yeah, each person who beats the champion in such a situation steps up while the winner is being like, all right, I'm on my way to my big title shot. These people are like, wait, no, what? We beat him. We beat him right over there. If the title wasn't on the line, I'd be a champion. Yeah, I don't understand why that happens. At some points, I thought that was because the G1 was for the title. That is not the case, though. It's instead for the title match at Wrestle Kingdom. Just again, what if the champion does win? Yeah, no, this is. I wasn't going to try and call it out, mainly because I was caught up on the conversation, but also because the brawling is so chaotic. It gets more and more chaotic with these two units each time. Oh, if the champion wins, they choose their challenger. Oh, did not know that. Thank you for the clarity, Rhea. Also, my God, what are you still doing up? I thought you had gone to sleep by now after the whole saga you had just went through. Okada in the G1. Then winning the G1 facing Okada. That's what you do. I think the champ wins the Gizzard. Okay. I feel it in my bones that I'm gonna pass out soon. But I got this my faction thing done first. Rhea, it's okay. Do it on the other side of slumber. But then again, you are also in a chat full of sleep-deprived U.S. citizens, so please, by all means, feel welcome in this space. Another thing that I really appreciate about New Japan is it gives a chance for the international base in the WatchMania community to have normal-ish time wrestling. By normal-ish time, I mean in between 6 and 11 p.m. local time. Nice. That was a spike DDT. It was more like a brainbuster style, like a suplex. Seto Kaiba believes it? You're a winner. Seto Kaiba barely believes in himself. Bro's insecure as fuck. Bro just established an entire subsect of his business to run millions of simulations of him versus somebody else to see how he can build a deck to beat them. Literally 2 lectures about 4. Get Punk, that's all I need. Just 2 matches, 10 more. And it is an aesthetic Bet. We're here for you, girl. Baby Kid is going to unleash so much. But does he believe in Joe Hendry? I don't know. Bad luck, follow, catch him. Yeesh. Run caught him with that boot. It is going to unleash so much. No, for real, Game Kid is. I love how anger has become to personify him. Or has come to personify him. He has become his anger. Should be me. In the last movie, he is what? You see, bro didn't believe in himself so bad, he went back and took out his previous incarnation. Crazy. Nice. The moonsaults. Bro, with the knee pad down and everything. He wakes up winning. You're gonna get another double count out? $17. 18. Try to get in. Nope, stopped. Red is this. Fuck. It's okay, you want to fight? Alright then, let's fight. Oh my god! Yo, you just a fun just to get out of bed. Bro wakes up and chops his reflection. This is hilarious. I almost want that to be the thumbnail. Is him just chain whipping the two barricades? Lava on the outside. Let's go. While eating cereal. Bro is next level. Mortal Kombat in real life match confirms. Real. Surrounded by lava. Yo, that was so wild. A little bit of that. Here comes Dick Toe going to his whiskey. Here's Yujiro. I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, if they can just get some illumination on the backdrop to kind of bring the lights underneath, like, but the way it looks, like, that looks a little too dark in the back. If they could just have it that way, near the ring was lighter. Like, I'm struggling to phrase what I'm trying to say here, but yeah, light a bit on the ring, but keep that stage lighting down. Yeah. Honestly, I'd settle for it. Like, if you can't get an in-between, then yes, I say this is better. But I also can understand they wanted lighting for the ring. They don't want shadows being cast like that for the match. Who's afraid to answer that? Everyone's on this. Fair question there, Jesse. I imagine. Relatively. You know, okay. All right. What is this mask? A Labubu. Hmm. Okay. No Mercy went out there for the fact check and dig it. I'm gonna force you to find new levels. Let's go. What does that mean? That nickname, Gene Blast. Yes, they do. Yeah, they have. Let's put it this way. Mercedes Monet is the highest paid talent in the history of New Japan. Or at least she was in 2023. I don't know if that's since changed. I haven't heard news of it since changing, but yes. No mercy. Oh, wild. Something tells me that that's not the context applied to Yoda. That's still nuts. That's weird how it stayed here. No yeet. Oh, yeah, that does kind of seem like a troll. In regards to his nickname, unless, huh? I don't know, because there's banners and stuff with it on, you know. Refuse to go. I'm 10 and all time, regardless of company. That's fucking insane. When you put it, oh, found a better name. Oh, found a better answer. Okay, bet. I bet. A few years ago, Chris Jericho said his first New Japan, just the largest single paycheck he has ever gotten. Yeah, that's huge. Hmm. I appreciate them explaining this a little bit and how it works here in New Japan. They really drive home this committee concept. The governing body of the New Japan Championships. Yeah. Having to everything to do before she had the Snoop Dogg remix. Now you hear that. You just made me start thinking of it, y'all. Yeah, it's a bump. It's a bump. It's a banger. Oh my goodness. What a night full of brawling. Yep, this has been the third brawl. There's been a lot of there's been a lot of heat going on between a lot of the talent here on the shows. I think we need to find some resolutions for these beefs. Sure. Evil, my goodness. That's hilarious. Steam now. I think I get that. I think I get that, yeah. Because there are certain rhythms to their themes. Yes, though, Mercy. Phantasmo was like, I swear to God, it was Darby Allin's brother who looks just like Darby Allin. Damn, bro, you good? Bro got knocked down. Yep, that's precisely it. Yeah, see. And I always personally, if that were me in those crowds, I'd feel I don't know how I'd feel. You know, like imagine you're at the pay-per-view and you're like, "Oh, that was a great match." And then you find out, "Wait, that match was shown 8 times or even more so than that." You went to one of those live events. "Oh, wow, that was a great match." "Oh, wow, they're going to have a rematch of the pay-per-view." "That's going to be awesome. It's the exact same match. Why did I buy this pay-per-view? I saw that match already." You know? Kind of thing. But that's also a very isolated incident for the sake of proving them one. So it's not the best argument. But I do just like immediately put in perspective that in that regard. And not for nothing, that's like a common pro wrestling practice. Now that I think about it, you go back to the '70s. It was a lot easier to do back in the day when people didn't have like documentation of things. Where it's like, oh, we're gonna do 6 shows on the West Coast. We're just gonna run the same match for every single one of them because to that crowd, it's their first time seeing that match. They're not gonna know. Evil attacking these knees. Yep. Yoshi just kind of saving the day there. But yes, New Japan, at least for the Road to New Beginning, it was like a 10-night tour, but only 4 or 5 nights of it were broadcast. I think on those other 5 nights, they probably just ran more or less similar to entirely same matches that were on the broadcast shows. Because why not? And honestly, I don't fault them. There's so much work that goes into making a pro wrestling match happen. And that's assuming that you've already done all the work to become a competent enough pro wrestler to put together a match. Live shows are treated as their own thing. Very rarely does anything of meaning actually happen on them. You see, in history, and now I do the slumber. Bet Ray made all that happen. Awesome. Alrighty, you take care, Ray. Have some lovely rest. I shall see you on the other side of it. Mike Hogan talked about anything. He wasn't sure if Andre was going to let him win and go with the plan. It was the first time someone slammed Andre, but he and Andre did that. Yeah, I could have swore they did it like 15 years earlier or something, right? Didn't they? It's weeks leading up to WrestleMania. Really? Wow. The reason why you do that is to test the crowd. You bring it to a bigger stage. Like, you know what? That's a fair take. I hear that, George. The Tilt World Backbreaker in. Suji Splash. Just the running penguin splash is great. Later in his career always wore red trunks when he was booked to lose, blue when he was booked to win. Yep. You see, at the time, I did not know that. No mercy. That was my first WrestleMania. But yes, I've come to since learn that lore. Every now and then he wore purple. I think he wore yellow occasionally too. But yeah, no, not yellow. He didn't wear. What was the other color he'd wear? But yeah, he'd wear purple every now and then, and that would fuck with the. Yeah, that would mess with things. Oh, black sometimes. Gotcha. Spoiling his own matches. No, for real. Like, why would you do that? Okay, Evil. Green. That was the other color I was thinking. Because black did not come to mind at all. Let's go, Naito. Interesting. Hit the corner, but got caught. It's beautiful with that little lethal combination face buster style right into the curb stomp. Everyone's going to know you booked me to lose, right? Like, why you gotta be that way, bro? Just take the loss. Nice. Fucking like a rocket shot out of a cannon was Bushi through the ropes. I'll show footage of the matches. That was rough. Interviews and bringing the elite videos. The look in Kenny Young's Cody's eyes. It's amazing. Bushi is a tough son of a bitch. Off they realize and they push the. That's so awesome. See, I wasn't following their journey like that at the time beforehand. I heard about what they were doing, and it was like, oh, good for them. Like the kind of wrestling fan I was growing up, like up until 2019, was I just watched WWE, but I hear about other things going on in pro wrestling, in the pro wrestling world, and I'm happy that good things are happening. Okay. Another low blow. I think we're done. These guys need to get the fuck out of here. It was. Bushi showed a lot of heart. Yep. Evil is really trying to make this championship match happen. That's a phrase. Nice, Uchi. I'm sure there's more nuance to it than that, Jesse, but all the same, I wouldn't blame him one bit. Okay, being a manager sucks. It genuinely does. Being the boss is not all it's cracked up to be. And I imagine that it's a lot easier, I shouldn't even a lot easier, but it's a lot more fun to just embrace the difficulties of being the best wrestler in the world. You know? He got his little revenge after the match. He got his heat back, brother. So something tells me that they're going to hold this match until Sakura Genesis. Which concerns me, because if they hold it to Sakura Genesis, then Evil's definitely winning that belt. House of the Tortured, am I right? uh, whoa. What was before all that? Cody was being underutilized. Stardust. Yeah, Cody's journey really is just an amazing one. I still remember in 2022 being gutted that he was leaving AEW, but happy that he was pursuing what he wanted to, and more importantly than that, getting to do so completely on his terms. And since then, he's been able to be the wrestler he wants to be, the act the act he wants to be, the babyface run, getting the reception that he was hoped to get with that reaction. He couldn't play this character in AEW at the point he was at, but he wanted to. The way he needed to go was with like almost a borderline Deadpool-esque Homelander heel turn, where he was kind of like addressing the fourth wall of a heel turn and trying to be the baby face that that everyone hated. This game had the same developers forever and is still released, full of bugs. I hear you. Although Ukes is fallen far from where it once was. Ukes is a large part of why AEW Fight Forever actually was not as good as it could have been. Which is saying something, because that was one of the biggest reasons why people thought it would be a great game. And else I was amazed with Cody. No doubt. The fact that Shota still has this theme is interesting to me. Then uninstalled it and never touched it again. That's rough. The see, it's one of those games that's so much more fun to play with friends. Like, the gameplay, the core gameplay is a lot of fun. Literally everything else about the game feels like an unfinished product. As we're heading into the main event, y'all please do drop a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Double check. Make sure you have. Make sure that bell's always on for notifications. And if you have not done so, check the pinned chat. It has got the link to our new channel, the WM Plus. That's where we're going to be taking our New Japan and GCW streams in the near future. Specifically, the Road to Sakura Genesis is when it's going to start for New Japan. I'm going back and forth on whether or not to do the Academy Cup, but maybe I just be easy on myself. Oh, yeah, no, Triple H versus Sting. Like, what should have been monumental and history making was a dud to make a political state, a wrestling political statement. And it was just like, WWE won lol. Like, you didn't, why would you take this spectacle of a match and make it into that? Yep, 100% Jesse. And a lot of fans felt that way too. I remember feeling that way. When he put the stip on the match, I'm like, so then he's winning the title. I was like, wow, Jericho's going to have a relatively short reign, but hey, that's fine. You know, Cody being the world champion doesn't hurt. And then he didn't win. And I was like, we're going to find a loophole around this, right? And we never did. And I think that was one of the biggest mistakes because, like, I wouldn't have had that mentality, personally speaking. When Kenny was champion, I didn't have that mentality. You know, Mox was the very next person to win the title, and while he wasn't an EVP or anything, it's very clear that he was an AEW favorite. We're not going to shit on him for being champion. It's... Yeah, that's rough. No rhymes, yep. Lasted less than a year, literally. Just me, Betty, not gonna. There's a shove it in their nose, too. No, literally, George. And it's like 13 years after the fact by that point. Like, let it be. Turning on that promise would be the easiest and the perfect heel turn. Agreed, Jesse. And I thought that's where that was going to go with the Homelander thing. And he'd be like, you know, like I really feel like he could have come out and tried to paint it in this babyface light of like, no, they need me to be champion. Because the whole thing with that promise is it was, and there's the bell. It was just his word. That's it. Nothing more than that. Yeah, look at them getting it. Say Umino has to win. He has to finish the story. Literally. Speaking of, that's literally the case. No, I hear you, Jesse. Personally, I can get behind somebody telling the story of I lost because, you know, one technicality or another, not just because you were like beaten into submission necessarily, but because of a technicality. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying the story can be told to where you lose your first title but keep your second one. That, however, was not done very well on that given night. Specifically when you are facing Cena, then Sting. I don't care. You make Sting be good enough in some way, shape, or form. And it's also the match that made him retire. Yeah. Thank goodness he was able to come back and have an exceptional run to finish it off. And also, the aforementioned lose the first title but defend the second title situation, I think, works a lot better in the case of, say, a tag title and a singles title, not a mid-card singles title and then a world singles title. Because, yeah, there's really no saving grace because theoretically you're moving up in competition after having lost. So like, how do you all of a sudden be that capable? Like, there's got to be a lot of wit and circumstances that come together to make that situation happen in a way that makes sense. Shota Umino's traps are ridiculous. Looks like this is going to be a battle from underneath for Takagi. His leg being taken out from underneath him is going to create a difficulty for a lot of offense. It wasn't a title unification. They're still two separate championships, but yeah, I agree that like crowning somebody with both titles, especially when one of those titles has its third ever champion, seems like you're defeating the purpose of having made that title to begin with. You make another title because there's too many women in the division to not have another title to compete for. No, I kind of get you because like it's like like I get the premise of it is, oh well, we challenged each other, but management doesn't have to agree to that. If I'm management, I don't want both titles on one person. So you got to really find a way to justify doing that. And then ZDT, let's go. Yeah, George. I mean, again, in this situation, this was not a unification match. It was just a double title match. Both titles will remain separate, and be competed for separately. Well, maybe both will be on the line in an individual match at some given point, but they will remain two separate titles. That being said, yeah, you're so right. The unification thing almost never works out for WWE. You think to Roman Brock WrestleMania 38, you think to the Undisputed Tag titles, you think to the women's tag titles. It's almost always feels like it's more net negative than anything. Takagi able to turn this around. But yeah, we should probably get back on focus here with this match. It's those rails. Yes, I love it. That's the thing is the rails are so good for that reason. Like I said, the way they have the rails set up and how they're linked to each other is like there's always going to be enough give to make it look intense and like knock things over, but just enough to not go too far with it, you know. You're not going to have the railing end up in the fourth row from somebody getting Irish whipped into it. Wow, okay. That's an interesting little wrinkle. Apparently, Shota Umino, because he got a buy in this. His first match was in the second round, not the first rounds. Apparently, he did not want that. He wanted to start in the first round, but the buys were already set. Red Shoes was the ref. Yep, he almost exclusively the main event referee now. He'll referee for the co-main as well. I imagine if someone earlier on the card requests to have him as the referee, he can work out in that regard also. It is, Jesse. That's the junior heavyweight. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight title is effectively their cruiserweight championship, their X Division championship kind of thing. They also have the junior heavyweight tag titles. This is the main event, Jesse. But there's a show. It's like, whoa. You could disrespect me like that now? The way he looked at it, was like, you did not. You did not just do that. Like, he's so indignant with him. Bro, play into the crowd. A little hip attack action. Okay. Is he going for a power bomb? Makes sense. Yep, drop kick and then the neck breaker. Let's go. There we go. Oh, didn't quite get the S grip. The way they outright called it out. I mean, hey, it's become the story at this point. Go the Shinraker into the STF. Who's winning? Personally, I got my money on Shota. Still not able to get him up. You see, yeah, that's where I'm coming from, is like, and like, you don't necessarily need to win it all, so to say, to validate every character arc, but this is the kind of character arc I think does. You saw Walker over there. Mm-hmm. Look at look at El Phantasmo doing math over here on commentary. That's wild. The lighting on my entire computer just changed from my monitors. That's weird. Okay. Nope. Oh, and then right into his own STF. Nice. I think the shirtless guy wins. I don't know. I'm really thinking it's the guy with the pants. Yeah, that Fujiwara is rough. Ooh. Wearing him down. Nice with the superplex. That face. Cracking my shoulder. Agree, no mercy. I knew it would be too. Two of the dudes I've really gravitated to here in New Japan. Oh, caught him with the half and half. Got him. Oh, and then one of his own. Let's go. We're ramping it up. No, it really was. His face. The way that it really just became a plex measuring contest. Nice. Right back up to his feet. Oh my gosh, took down again, though. In that clothesline, it was so smooth. Not a good cover, though. What are we thinking here, man? Yep. I think ELP had a good call there. Pick him up. Don't wait for him. Damn. Yo. Yes, made in Japan. Still in it. Oh, that was vile. Best match so far. 100%. These lads are tearing each other up. Sorry, just trying to get this situation sorted. Although that lariat may have put him down. Still in it. Still in it. Rightfully so, no mercy. They really know how to crescendo their card. He's gotta. Where are they from another place? ELP, I don't know if he lives in Japan, but what? Yeah, I honestly don't know either case. ELP is, he's one of the wrestlers. They typically have a wrestler on there with Walker. As for Walker, I couldn't tell you. I assume he lives there, but I remember a few shows before being run without English commentary, which led me to believe that he wasn't available, and that. Oh, the Fire Thunder driver. Well, I guess that was a Michinoku driver. Oh! Wow! That impact was so incredible. The way that they both hit each other, and it's like Shota's just came out on top. Oh! Oh my gosh, beating Takagi with a lariat would have been damning. For Takagi, at least. Psycho knee. Northern Lights bomb. Oh, he's done. There it is. There it is. Our finals are set. It was, yeah, the referee was being very dramatic about it. Yo, David Finlay versus Shota Umino in the final is gonna be so epic. Very fire. No surprise in that match. No, for real. When is next stream? Well, first things I'll start off with is next New Japan stream. Night 9 link right there. It'll be next Thursday, 4 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. GMT. But until then, we are going to be going, thankfully, not live until tomorrow evening. We'll be heading over to the WM Network, our secondary channel, our supplementary channel for gaming and such, as we get into 2WC 61. It's going to be taking place in WCW/NWO Revenge. It'll be a fun little 13-person elimination tournament, CPU style. Much more details included in the description of that stream once it gets scheduled. Otherwise, next time we're going live on this channel is going to be for Dynamite. Bread and butter, Dynamite watch along, where it all started. And it's where it's going to be next time we're live here. And then, as mentioned before, that New Japan stream on Thursday. We got ROH following that later on in the evening. ROH isn't the most must-see show, but I recommend still going out of here to watch it. Great wrestling, great wrestlers who deserve that attention. But yes, y'all, please do drop a thumbs up on the stream if you enjoyed yourself. If you're just stopping by, if you're watching this back on VOD, please do leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of the show or your experience. Wait at this. Yeah, we were just closing out. People were starting to get up and everything. Okay. Whoa, hold on. We're not done here. Seems like Gato is calling out Shota on behalf of David Finlay. He is talking some mad shit to him. For real, they're about to square up. What did he say? Tell us what he said. Maybe translate what he said for real. Dude is jacked, no real. He really is. It's kind of nuts how jacked Shota is. Yep. The way he got a pop out of that was great. Miss Strength Train under G1 Miz. Very much so. But yes, y'all, that was officially New Japan Cup Night 8. Appreciate everybody who came out. Thank you so much for hanging out. All the things I said before stand with the plugs and all that jazz. Do tune in when you can, but otherwise, everybody, make sure you get some proper rest until then, of course. Thumbs up, bells on, subscribe to the new channel where New Japan is going to be moving to for Road Sakura Genesis and beyond. But until next time, y'all, I have been Edwin Devon. Take care and happy wrestling. Peace.